Okay, apologies for this, but this is the third time I'm trying to record this video. So, Earthrise Legacy, Earthrise, whatever it is, Leader Optimus Prime. Absolutely love it. I know it's not exactly, but it's enough. You squint a little bit. It's G1 Prime right here. It's got the trailer with the slightly pale blue. It's Prime. He's right here. I love this thing. It turns. It's got the. It's not a 90 degree, but it's enough for you to, be able to turn a corner and stuff. Reverse it. Nice enough. They detach. There's just that hole here with a peg, and you think, oh, well, that looks stupid. Well, no. It's actually fold down supports. You can leave the trail off to one side, and you got the cab. And I think I've slightly mistransformed this in my rush to get the review done, because this should squeeze scale a little bit higher, but I haven't turned the hips enough. It's fine. But look at it, and I am slightly, completely in love with the slight metallic blue behind the windscreens. I don't know if it's part of the blue colour or if it's a silver underneath, but that little sheen, love it. Honestly, just so pretty. Wow, this really isn't lined up properly, is it? Look at that. Look at me. But so nice. And even this, I'll talk about it more in robot mode, but I love the colour of this blue. That's nice enough cab. And you see, this is the gun, right? You can store it in various places. But even if you didn't want to use the cab at all, if you want to have him completely separate from the cab trailer, you can fold the gun in half, which is mainly for robot mode storage or shove it in there somewhere. And there's a hole there. You can just... And it's not even that obtrusive. There's a little black bit at the back. So what? And this is the only bit you could really complain about, is this little gap here. But again, stick that in there, and we'll gap. And again, you can still fold that up. Use the trailer with this on. It's really well done. Before we get into this, we'll just quickly have a look at the trailer, so you can do that. And you think, oh, let's just open this. Let's just... You can't just fold that down. You've got to open the sides first. Then you can fold that down. And you go, look, it's a trailer. And because of the figures I just happen to have handy, the only one in vehicle mode I've got is, me pushing the legs down, is drag strip. And he would fit, except his back wheel's that little bit too fat. And if I try and squeeze him in, it pops it open. So it's literally because he's just got these big fat wheels at the back. He doesn't fit properly. But you can get, say, Trax goes in there, Wheeljack goes in there, loads of guys will go in there. And it's got this, and that's a bit... It's got a big peg in the way, and it's a bit of a nasty angle. Nothing's going to be able to drive up there, really. So what? Really? Is that what you bought it for? Apparently this piece here, you can pop it out and use it as a shield in the robot mode. But let's just not, because it's stupid. And the main part of the trailer is, like the G1, you fold it open, and you can get this bit, and you can get it to fold up. Come on. And it's got these little arms on ball joints. And it's a little repair drone, and it can turn. It's not the most exciting thing in the world, but, it's a thing. You can say Prime's damaged, and he's on there, and it's just doing some work on him. Or whatever you want to do. There are other bits, but we'll worry about those more with the robot mode. So let's just move this off to one side. Excuse me for my voice. Ugh. Okay, we'll take the weapon off, and we'll leave it like this. It's quite cool. It's, quite accurate to his G1 thing. The peg is it's the same colour, it's just not painted, which means it's not going to scrape off. This nice little shiny black, which scraped off in a couple of places. I don't care. And it just flips over like this. Make sure that hinge doesn't pop out. It's only a friction hinge. And it just folds back like that for storage. I quite like that. Put that over there. Prime. Just look at him. Have I talked how much I like these windows? The slightly metallic silver behind, so that the metallic silver, that's a word in. And he's pretty, so pretty. The cab I think should sit a bit flatter, but I haven't turned the hips enough. That's a me problem, not a figure problem. I can try and fix it now. Should I try and fix it now? Nah, I didn't manage it. But that's a me problem. You can do that. But it's so pretty. I suppose I should transform it. Oh no, size comparison. There we go. Let's do this. Without the trailer. Legacy drag strip. So he's like a Voyager. Let's be honest. He's a Voyager. Oh, good lord, my voice. Okay, so this transformation is really quite cool. There's one bit that's but the rest is actually really good. And it's quite panel heavy. So we're going to pop the wheels loose. We get this little nubbin sticking out here. See that there? Get that panel loose. We get this little nubbin sticking out here. And get the window loose. We'll go around. We'll do that on the other side as well. Okay. Now we're going to separate the legs, because these thighs like to move separately but not really together. Might as well fold in the little oil tanks or whatever they are. Rotate the hips down, nice and stiff. Rotate them down. Flip these little knee pad bits over. Might as well just finish the legs and straighten out the toes. And there you go. Now we just, if the hips haven't tried to do it for you, we pop out this piece here to about there. Get this piece, and there is a little nubbin. Give me a second. Come on. This little red nubbin here will go into this gap, and if you're not careful, it will try and open up this panel. Not the end of the world, you'll do it soon anyway. Okay, we'll rotate these out a little bit, give you enough space to fold these in. And these are just two pieces that make a big enough gap here for, let's face it, the arms are going to fit in. And they fold out of the way for that to happen. But with the robot mode, they fold out just to give his body that little nicer a design. It's a purely aesthetic thing. It doesn't help with the transformation at all. It just makes him look nicer. Come on. Okay, now we might as well just rotate these out to the side, just straighten them up. We know these are the arms anyway. You know Optimus Prime, or you should. We are going to get this back piece here and flip it out, which allows us to rotate this panel all the way through, which reveals the head. Get that lined up. I want to get that tab there lined up with that slot. And there you go. There, he's done. What do you think? Okay, fine. No, he's not. What you got to do, and I love this bit. This is, get this piece here and rotate it up. Big hinge right here, all the way up. And that means you got this big panel on the front with the window and half the grille and all these panels. What do you do with it? Well, let's fold these panels under. And let's fold these panels under. And then let's fold this in half all the way underneath and just rotate it down into place. Into place. Drop it down so that these two tabs go into those slots there. And that's into place. Turn the waist around. Fold up the bumper. Okay, sorry. Rotate in these wheels. Turn them to the front. And then we just open up these little panels, flipping out the hands, and close them back up. Honestly, that's it. And there he is. in robot mode. And I'm telling you, I absolutely love this thing. Like, excuse me. Excuse me. Oh, I'm so sorry about my voice. Of all the things I got from TF Nation, this is possibly my favourite. I just love him so much. Honestly, just like, the only bit you could complain about, like, really obviously, is this little bum flap. But apparently, and I haven't done this, it's only gripped on. So if you wanted, you can just pop this off. Like, don't like doing this. There you go. You just pop it off. Now it looks a lot nicer from the front. But I don't like that, so I'm going to leave it on because, you know, I don't want him to break or anything. There you go. It doesn't bother me that much. Honestly, it doesn't. It's fine. And just look at the hands, okay? They've got a hinge, so they open and close and all of that sort of stuff. But that's not the point. Look at the plastic or the colour or wherever it is. Just look at it. This gorgeous metallic blue. Even the legs. This is plastic. This isn't painted. It's got this kind of metallic sheen to it. Just, it's on the head. It's just, oh, so nice. He's got all the articulation in and out. 90-degree band. Shoulders will go around a bit, so a bit more extra articulation. Wrist swivel, hands open. The best waist with this little pseudo underpantsy bit. You know, rotation, more than 90-degree bend. Toes will rotate. They'll fold up a little bit for, you know, the transformation. Waist swivel, kind of hindered because of the bum flap, but, you know, I don't care. And the head's on a ball joint, so you can get all emotive. Ooh. 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 Oh. I honestly, I love this thing. What more can I tell you? I love this thing. Stunning. You can give him his gun, which you can quite happily just store on the back. Or in any 5mm port that you can find all over the body. You can do that. Or for argument's sake, we'll just stick it in his hand. Yeah. And you can reenact like poses where do that and have him just like point. Because you can. Or you can kind of have him pseudo, if you get all the arms around properly, have him open up his chest panel to reveal the matrix. Yeah, with all the complicated engineering that this chest piece does with the folding here, there and everywhere, it still has the space. Come on. Still has the space to have a little matrix in there. Seriously. I absolutely love this thing. Why am I so late to the game on this one? I love this thing. I love it to bits. Honestly. And if that isn't good enough for you, which it should be, we can bring in the trailer. And I'm not sure how this works. Apparently you can lift this bit up and have him stand there like he's getting repaired. Or something. I don't know exactly. And apparently this bit will pop off. There's just two pegs there. And you can fold it up. And put it on his back. And now he's got a backpack that can fold over his head and do stuff. Now it looks like, I was going to say it looks like Luke and Yoda. I'm not a Star Wars guy, sorry. I'm not a lot of things guy. I just... Can I plug that into his back? I can. Now I can just walk around with that on his back. Because why not? Just plug that back in. Now, honestly, this guy should be for you. And, yes, I've given him Sound Blaster. Sound Blaster? What's he called? Sound Barrier, that's the one. I kind of gave him Sound Barrier because, you know, what else am I going to do with sound barrier, frankly? Even after Chris Carty talked me into buying him with his review. Not personally, because, you know. And now he's got sound barrier as a shield. Still pew pew things. I absolutely love him. Honestly, he's so good, so nice. Size comparison: Legacy Wild Rider, Kingdom Tracks. He's a good Voyager. He's a nice Voyager. He's a pretty Voyager, and I absolutely love him to bits. Honestly, I can't express words enough. If I wanted to be really petty, and I can be, I don't like how the screws and stuff are on the outside of the foot. They should be on the inside. I don't like this piece here, which has been left over on every one of these figures, because these legs have basically been stolen from the Siege version, and his rotated around. I don't like that. It's a small price to pay, but, you know, I think the arms, potentially, are a little short. Or the legs are a little long. Could this not have been like a little bit shorter? You know, are the arms long, short? Sorry, are the arms short or are the legs long? The proportions aren't quite there. There are things I could complain about, but honestly, I like him too much to complain about those because they're really, really petty. I'm sorry if this review's gone a little bit long, but he's so nice. Honestly, he is. What's that there? Oh, a bit of dirt or something. I'll have to clean that. Oh, wonder where that's come from. Wonder if it's been there all along and I haven't noticed up until I've done the rear. That'd be gross. Ah, well. Still love him. So, that'll do me for tonight because I've gushed enough. So, I should be ugly, I should be wretched, and I shall see all of you in the next one. Till all are one. I did a prime phrase. Bye.